All right, let's dive right into one of the greatest tales of heroes, kings, and a challenge that seems absolutely impossible. We're in a massive arena, and it is packed with the world's most powerful warriors, and they're all here for one thing: the hand of the stunningly beautiful princess Draupadi at her Svayamvara, which is this amazing ceremony where a princess gets to choose her own husband.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about winning over a princess. Her father, King Drupada, he's set up a test. And this test is so difficult, it's designed to answer one single epic question. How do you actually prove that you are the world's greatest hero? And that question? Well, that's at the very heart of our story today.
So, the prize, as we said, is the hand of Draupadi, a princess whose beauty is literally the stuff of legends. But to win her, you have to pass a test that is, by pretty much every account, impossible. Her father designed it this way on purpose, you see, to find the one hero he thought was truly worthy of his daughter. Okay, so this challenge, it's brilliantly complex, with each step designed to weed out anyone who's not up to snuff. It's not just one feat, it's four. First, you have to lift a bow that's so heavy a normal person can't even move it. Second, you've got to string it, which takes a crazy amount of strength and control. And then comes the really impossible part. You have to shoot an arrow through a tiny little hole in a spinning metal disc way up in the air and hit an even smaller target behind it. But, there's always a twist, right? Watching all of this go down, hidden in plain sight among a crowd of humble Brahmins, are five brothers. These are the Pandavas, legendary princes that everyone, and I mean everyone, thinks died in a fire. They are heroes in disguise, just watching and waiting for their moment. So the big day finally arrives. The stadium is just a sea of jewels and silk, absolutely filled with powerful kings and princes from all over the world. We're talking about the strongest, the richest, the most famous warriors of the age. And as they sit down on their golden thrones, every single one of them is just oozing confidence. The second Draupadi walks in, holding that beautiful victor's garland, the whole place just erupts. You've got kings leaping to their feet, shaking their weapons, their voices booming with boasts. You have to understand, they're not just trying to win a bride. They are fighting for glory, and their pride is on full display for the entire world to see. So, one by one, the greatest kings give it a shot, and one by one, they fail spectacularly. The mighty king Shishupala, he gets thrown flat on his back by the sheer power of the bow. The terrifying Jarasandha is forced down onto his knees. Even the powerful Prince Duryodhana, who actually manages to string the thing, his arrow misses the target by a fraction of an inch. It's just a total parade of humiliation. And then, Karna steps forward. Now, this is a warrior of such legendary skill that everyone thinks, okay, this might be the guy. But before he can even lay a finger on the bow, Draupadi herself speaks up, and her voice just rings through the now silent arena. She rejects him right then and there because of his status as a charioteer's son. It's an absolutely stunning moment that shows this contest isn't just about strength, it's also about destiny and class. So with Karna rejected and literally every other king defeated, this deep, heavy silence just falls over the entire place. All that excitement from the princes is gone, replaced by shame and frustration. It really looks like no one on earth is worthy. The contest is over. But then, from a totally unexpected corner of the stadium, a figure starts to move forward. It's not a king in shining armor, nope. It's a young man dressed in the simple cloth of a Brahmin, the priestly class. It's Arjuna, one of the Pandava brothers in disguise. He just calmly walks into the center of the arena, and every single eye is glued right on him. And this right here perfectly captures the shock that ripples through the crowd. His own people, the other Brahmins, are completely split. Some are horrified, crying out that this kid's vanity is going to get them all laughed at. But others look a little closer. They see his powerful build, the way he walks like a lion. They see his arms that are like the trunks of mighty elephants. And they start whispering that maybe, just maybe, he can actually do it. So as Arjuna gets to the bow, there's no arrogance, no boasting at all. He just bows his head, says a quiet prayer, and circles the weapon with respect. The entire stadium is holding its breath. You couldn't imagine a bigger contrast to the prideful kings who came before him. He picks up the bow. And this weapon, the one that threw kings to the ground, that resisted the mightiest warriors on the planet, he strings it, in moments, like it was nothing. The crowd is just in total, absolute
awe. He kneels, draws the string all the way back, and aims. There's just a flash as he lets the arrow go. It shoots upward with blinding speed, passes cleanly through that tiny spinning hole, and thwack. It smacks the target dead center. The target clatters to the ground. He's done the impossible.
The reaction is instant and completely overwhelming. The common people just roar with approval. The gods in the sky literally shower down flowers. The Brahmins are ecstatic. They're leaping and waving their clothes. But the kings are filled with this toxic cocktail of shame and pure rage. And as a joyful Draupadi places the victory garland around Arjuna's neck, you can just feel the tension in that arena is about to snap.
Duryodhana's voice just cuts through the celebration. He's speaking for all the rejected kings, and he accuses King Drupada of insulting them, of inviting them all here just to be shamed by some poor and unqualified Brahmin. They are not going to accept this outcome. No way.
And just like that, the Svayamvara turns into a battlefield. The enraged kings draw their weapons and move like one single body to attack King Drupada. But Arjuna and his brother Bhima, they see their new father-in-law in danger, and they step right between him and this furious army of kings.
And now we see their true power unleashed. Arjuna is a blur, wielding that massive bow, firing arrows with impossible speed and accuracy. And Bhima's a whole other story. He doesn't even bother looking for a weapon. He just rips an entire tree out of the ground and starts swinging it like a club. These two disguised brothers are standing alone against a horde of angry kings, and they are winning.
The mighty Karna, the same warrior who was rejected earlier, he is now fighting Arjuna. And he is getting completely outmatched. He's so stunned by Arjuna's skill that he actually stops the fight and asks him who he really is. He says only a few people in the entire world could fight like this, and one of them is Arjuna, the son of Kunti. The mask is starting to slip.
Now, watching all of this from the sidelines is the divine Krishna. He turns to his brother Balarama and confirms what we're all starting to suspect. He says with total certainty, "O Sankrishana, these are surely the Pandavas." He knew who they were from the very beginning, and their heroic actions have just proved their identities beyond any doubt.
So what started as a test of skill turned into a massive battle that revealed a hidden truth. The heroes in disguise weren't just humble Brahmins. They were the long-lost Pandava princes. This victory isn't just the end of a contest. It's the beginning of a whole new epic chapter. And it leaves us with one final crucial question. What happens when a hero, long thought dead, returns to claim his destiny?